Leader of the dreaded Boko Haram insurgents, Abubakar Shekau, has claimed responsibility of the mass abduction of schoolboys at the government science secondary school, Kankara, Katsina State. According to a news report made by Daily Trust, the dreaded leader Shekau had revealed the abduction was carried out in order to promote Islam and discourage un-Islamic practices. He said that what happened in Katsina was primarily to promote Islam and demote non-Islamic practices among Muslims, as Western education is not a type of education that Allah and His Holy Prophet Muhammad propagated. In the audio, according to Daily Trust, he insisted that the content of Western education is not the teachings of Allah and His Holy Prophets, that instead they are subtly destroying Islam, and Allah, their Lord, knows all their subtle plans. May Allah promote Islam. May we do as Muslims, he said. In a nutshell, he said, we are behind what happened in Katsina. Meanwhile, there has been conflicting figures on how many students that were abducted. However, the state governor, Governor Masari, has disclosed that he's already negotiating with the abductors. Okay, and this is coming from a Daily Trust. Can you imagine? So, the governor of a Katsina state has been, what has he been doing? He has been negotiating with the Shekau, because he said they are now in negotiating, terms. They are speaking to them. Now Shekau has come out now to say they are responsible. We're asking the people that adopted this student, are they bandits or they are Boko Haram? Because we didn't know. They just say some people, unknown government, and they came with motorbikes, and the army telling us that they came with motorbikes to transport these children, to kidnap these children. So motorbikes, how many did they bring? For them to come, how many motorbikes, how many people can be on the motorbikes? At least maybe 4, or normally it's supposed to be 2 people. 2 people, maybe with the driver, the rider, 3. So for them to come, maybe they will now be loading like 5. And for them, if you now have about 300 or 500 students, that means the place will just be like market. And throughout that period, no intelligence report, no information whatsoever. For the fact that they came at night, but coming with that, how many bikes would they have come, or motorcycle would they have come with? It would have been like a more than 100 or even 200, and it will land in a particular place. Nobody will know. So how far is that place to the town that these people did not get to know? According to what the army told us, that came with motorbikes, they didn't even come with a lorry. Of course, if it is lorry, they will just come and park them and heap them. It will just be once. They will just park them once and for all. But when you talk of motorbikes, there will be many, and it's supposed to create an awareness. Well, that is not even the issue now. The issue is that Shekau has come out to tell us the reason why, and first and foremost, taking responsibility, accepting that they did that, and the reason why they did that, to promote Islam. To promote Islam. This man is crying out now, the Sultan of Sokoto, that this one is getting too much. It's getting too much. It's getting too much. When you don't deal with the little things, when bigger things begin to come, it will consume you, because you have neglected those things that you are supposed to do in the first instance. And that is what is leading to all of this. When things happen in the country, we are supposed to come together as a people and condemn that. But a situation whereby you are going to be sparking the other people, throwing jabs at them, laughing at them, trivializing what is hurting people, then when things of this nature come, that is why you see that the majority of the people from the southern part of the country are saying, don't just say anything, everything is peaceful. And that is why the cooperation will not be there. But I think at some point we just have to leave all of those things, because even as I'm speaking now, it's coming to me that is exactly what the politicians are looking for, so that we'll continue to be divided. Because by the time we come as a united force, these guys are not up to us. The so-called politicians are not. What is their percentage? It's not up to 1. It's not up to 0.2%, or from my own point of view. So that being said, now this is Shekau of a thing. Whatever he has, that is his own problem. But the government that is saddled with the responsibility of protecting lives and property should be our own target on how they should get the job done, because we cannot just be paying you guys for nothing. Paying you guys for nothing. We are paying hugely, heavily for you guys to be there, and you are not doing anything. You are not doing anything because this thing is becoming too much. And the same rhetoric, you are not doing anything about it. No respect for the president. Respect, okay? This is absurd. That it is what it is. He's been talking about this on Islamic Western education, this and this and that, and the same people, when they are being captured according to the army and the federal government, they will not call them repentant Boko Haram. The people that they've been capturing or they've been arresting, have they even arrested any of these people? Unless the ones they will tell us that oh, they took down some Boko Haram members, they took them down, or they will tell you that the ones they will arrest, they will turn out to make them repentant Boko Haram. No, whatever is associated with them, no any punishment goes with it. And these are the same people at the end of the day, you tell us that you have done no manner of training for them. Then you now send them abroad to go and, the same Western education you're talking about, you send them abroad to go and get good quality education. But you once in Nigeria, the victims, they are not even going to school, they are in IDP camps. You don't even give them food to eat. But the ones that have committed atrocities, you will protect them, you will feed them, clothe them, give them all manner of allowances. Then you will not send them to go and get good education, quality education that you cannot even provide in your own country. The same people who are talking about a Western education is abomination. And that is what Shikawu is saying, that they want to promote Islam. And those who are practicing Islam, let us know whether these guys are just doing something different, or it is part of your teachings, that you have to force other people to join you. You have to force them whether they like it or not. Because when people come out and make a categorical statement, you don't blame them, because this guy is always talking about Islam, Islam, Islam. Of course, we know that some people will want to use that as a way of bringing down what is good. But majority of the time, the so-called Muslims are not even, we don't even hear them much to cry out to say, no, 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 no. It is not written in this. It is not written in this. This is what is written in the Quran. But some people will come and argue that the Muslims cannot even exonerate themselves completely from this teaching of the teaching that this guy is following, because there's some part of it that says this and that. You have to deal with those who do not want to accept Islam. It is very, very unfortunate. But that being said, just like I said, that is his own cup of tea. But what we are concerned with is, let the government, if they are sincere, do the needful, because it's so embarrassing, so shameful that after Chibok guests, we are still talking about this. And these people came in on Indad without disturbances. So guys, leave your comment below and let's know your thoughts on this.